Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry about the shirt being off and the weird lighting and whatever. I just really wanted to get this message out here. Right now, I'm taking a course on like a YouTube course on how to grow your channel a little better by Dre Drexler. I'm taking his class right now, and one of the points he makes, I really want to speak on it. It's about taking the slow route versus the fast lane. You've heard the cliche, oh, slow and steady wins the race, right? But there's a lot of truth to that, because you see all these guys out here on, take Instagram or YouTube, for example, on social media, who are like, here's how to make the most amount of money in 2 to 3 months, transform your life in the shortest amount of time. These are the guys who get lots of views, they get a lot of subscribers at a time, and they get the most amount of momentum in that moment because they're selling something that's quick. Like those videos back when we were a lot younger, going onto the YouTube, like how to get a six-pack in like 6 minutes or something like that. And of course they're utter BS. Abs aren't built like that. Abs are built like any other muscle. So there's no way to do that. But they would get so many views because they were offering quick and easy results, and everybody wants quick and easy results. So I guess today's message is more like, just be patient. Let's talk about your generational issues for a second. Your dad's dad, he had a pornography addiction, okay, or he was a lustful man because pornography wasn't as widespread, okay? He was a lustful man. His kid became a lustful man. His kid became a lustful man. And then his kid, me, I fell into pornography because of that, okay? And I'm not blaming my dads or anything like that. I'm just saying it's like that sort of sin that is passed down if you don't take care of it here and now, okay? And it's just an example. I'm not saying whether or not that's true, but for the sake of this video, for being honest with you guys, yeah, I have struggled with pornography in the past, but it is generational in the sense that if you don't stop it here and now, it will continue. So what makes you think that you can just, fast lane that? If it's something if it is a true curse, so to speak, that's existed for generations behind you, what makes you think that you can just get rid of it in a few days, right? And there's the easy peasy method that goes into how to quit it the easy way. That's a great video. I want to talk about that some other day, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about like this idea that becoming a man who has the bouncing eyes, who has the eyes of God, who sees women how he's supposed to see them, and doesn't watch porn, doesn't give in to lust, doesn't do any of that, that's going to take time to build, man. Especially if it's like a generational issue, like I just said, or say it's not even lust, say it's like alcoholism, okay? You can break that addiction quickly, but breaking an addiction does take time. It just does, okay? Same with building a muscle. Same with my chest. For example, my chest is looking pretty good right now, but in my humble opinion, it's looking pretty good right now. When I was younger, though, I had even a couple, I guess 3 years ago at this point, I had costochondritis. I had inflammation in my chest. It was pushing everything out. It was making my posture all terrible, and it was pushing my neck forward. So I couldn't even touch my chest or even do that without it being in immense pain. And even right now, I have some like phantom pain, even hovering my hand over my chest. So, I had to be patient. I had to do the exercises my doctor told me to do. I had to start doing push-ups, and I had to understand that it was a slow process that was going to take a very long time. There was no, I just gotta do the quickest thing possible. Like, yeah, the quickest thing possible for me in that moment would probably have been to just take the pills and then just not do anything else with it. That would have gotten rid of my pain in that moment, but then later on it would have just kept tacking on. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. I'm getting in the weeds, but the whole point is that, like, you can't think in terms of what's the fastest way I can take care of this. What's the best way you could take care of this, okay? Think about that. If it's a slower route, go the slower route, man. You know, you don't have, and legitimately, if you don't have the time to do that, make yourself some time, okay? Take whatever you waste your time on, say it's video games, say it's even like a good habit, like going to the gym, for example. I can't even go to the gym today. I woke up late. I have to do this course. I have to read my Bible. I have to read, and I wanted to make this video with you guys. So that's going to cut into my gym time, but it's not like my muscles are going to deteriorate because of that. So you got to make some sacrifices for it, but you also have to have patience, okay? So get some patience on your side. Understand that whatever goal you're trying to complete is going to be a slower process than what these dudes are just posting, like, oh, how to 10x your workflow in just a month. Like, that's great, and that's part of why I even joined the 21-day Wake Up a Sleeper Challenge. No shade to Dre Drux or anything. It's a great program, but at the beginning of it, I was literally thinking, like, oh, I'm just gonna transform my life in 21 days. It's like, no, that's not how it works. You know, you can't just be a different person at the end of it, and then once the hype fades away, you're done. You know, because it's not supposed to be a hype thing. It's supposed to be these are some gems that you need to absorb in order to get better, and you have to continue that after the 21 days are over. So, and again, that's the same with anything. Once you find your method, even if it's a bit slower, take your time. Have some patience. Pray about it. Pray as hard as you can about it, and you know, don't stress about it either, right? Maybe you should stress about it, and that's a whole other thing about, you know, using your stress to fuel you instead of using it, and instead of letting it heed you. That's a whole other thing. I'll make a different video about that, but that's not what this is about. This is about you need to have the patience. You need to understand that it is a slow process, and you need to get comfortable in that slow process, but you also need to get uncomfortable in that slow process. You need to, when you find it's a gray area, contradictory thing when I say it out loud, but it makes so much sense to me in my own head anyway. You know, so take its last example, I swear, and then I'll get out of your hair. But again, say it's like building a muscle, right? You're going to the gym, you're doing the bench press, you don't see results the first day. Okay, that sucks. You know, that sucks that I didn't see results in the first day. Okay, I start going and going and going and going and going, and then I start to see some results, but then there's a setback, right? Okay, are you going to let that setback hurt you? Are you going to let it heed you? Or are you going to roll with the punches and say, okay, it wasn't great that I was sick this week and I skipped the gym for a whole 2 weeks. I lost about 5 or 6 pounds during that. It took me a few months to put that 5 or 6 pounds. If you're a really high metabolism guy like me, then that's a huge loss. But, you know, again, just get back into it, man. That stress, you just need to link your purpose with your pleasure instead of your pain, you know? So anyway, that's my thing for today. You need to have patience, and you need to pray, and you need to stop thinking that it's going to be this whole fast process. Some things will be a fast process, absolutely, but most things, nah. Slow and steady wins the race, brother. God bless.